Alright. Hello! I've been wanting to do this for a while. Like adding proper video, but it's not trivial. I'm still getting the hang of this. There's lots of issues to solve, like technically and whatnot, so that's why I have hesitated until now. And something showed up on my doorstep this weekend, so I felt, this is a good opportunity to start trying out this new equipment of mine. And that's why we have this to look at today. It's in focus, you can see it. It should work. Not ideal. Maybe if I stopped. Yes, there we go. Really wanted to have a look at it because, I'm like old, so I'm like the target audience for this. So if anyone gets any kind of enjoyment out of this, it should be me. Uh, oh, how do we do this? Like this? I don't know. It should look authentic. How do I make this look? Yeah, like this. Yeah, you can see what like I'm holding it with my fingers. It's really believable. Here's the thing. It's Super Mario Bros. Who cares about Super Mario Bros. Right? Like we've all had that game in many different instances. I mean, like I remember the Game Boy Color version that had additional collectibles and all sorts of things. So this game has been around for a really long time, and since it's a classic and one of the best-selling games like ever, that's why you can actually expect there not to be too much excitement about this little device. But I want to say I've been having more fun with this than I really anticipated. Okay, so it's a Game and Watch re-release, right? And what that means is Game and Watch were these little tiny games where like this is going back to where I really was a kid. So Game and Watch is something I'm familiar with still. And they were these tiniest of games that would keep you entertained for all of 5 minutes or so. So you would play them more in little bursts before you get bored, and then bother your parents, and then that wouldn't work out, and then you play it again for 5 minutes or something. And the thing is that I feel like, how should I put it? Super Mario Bros. The original one has sort of regressed in the way that platformers have come a long way, and now it's really dated. But that's something that makes it fun for exactly 5 minutes as well. So what I'm finding myself doing is I keep picking this little thing up and playing it for like 5 minutes or so, and then putting it away again. And that happens like throughout the day, a couple of times here, one life lost there, and it really reminds me of the spirit of the original Game and Watch devices, which were like little tiny distractions. And I think the critical feature about this is that they added infinite lives. If like a little cheat code, if you hold A, you get infinite lives, and that actually improves the game design by quite drastically and makes the game quite playable even by today's standards, because it can be very hard because the game over comes quickly in these old games. Never designed to like keep you playing forever. Now that you have infinite lives, it becomes much more manageable, and you actually keep making progress through the game, and then you end up actually at the next level almost all the time, and you keep going through the game. You see different levels, and it's actually quite fun that way because you don't just keep seeing the same three levels and then you jump to the last one to finish it or something. More bizarrely, one of the main features of this weird thing is a clock. So it's like an animated Mario level where Mario keeps running around and doing random shit. And I don't quite know what to make of that. I mean, yes, I'm in the age group. We used to have clocks. We used to have all sorts of devices before we had smartphones. So we used to have music players, radios, flashlights, cameras, clocks. All of these devices used to be like extra devices that you would buy and like use, and now that's like not the case anymore. So now I don't know what I'm supposed to do with a clock on this thing. It's cute, I guess. It has little hidden Easter eggs and stuff like that. The most bizarre one, I guess I can show you. The Mario drawing song. And I don't think you will be able to hear the audio for that, but it's a really terrible song. And I do believe this originated somewhere from the DS times. One thing that I want to point out that's important to mention is this is not going to be hackable. Sadly, the USB port is not connected to the processor in there, so you're not going to be able to overwrite the flash memory and install your own games or something like that. You can open it up and you can fiddle around with the hardware, and it seems there are some vulnerabilities that you can use that way. But you know, that's gonna be tricky and not for everyone, and certainly not going to be something that just anyone wants to do and spend their time with. Because especially because you can break your device and then you don't have it anymore at all. So yeah, it's actually a shame because this thing, you know, the rubber buttons and the D-pad are actually quite nice, and you know, I could see this as a nice Mega Man machine. But yeah, it's not gonna happen sadly, and that's a bit of a missed opportunity. I feel bummer. But other than that, it's a pretty cool little device and probably more of a collector's item. But yeah, I would recommend it. It's a fun way to re-experience Super Mario Bros. I will say, because of how the controls are. God damn you, Nintendo, for hijacking our youths like that. But I guess it's better than kids today. Well, what do they have, right? Are they going to get like I don't know, like a printed out Fortnite skin, or what's their nostalgia going to look like? So I actually, you know, like I'm glad to be an 80s kid in that regard. So yeah, that's just a quick video I wanted to do on Super Mario Bros. And let's see how it worked out, and see ya.